Hello, good afternoon, viewers. My name is OLUWOLE, your host. I will be teaching this GMATH, but today we are doing verbal aspect of GMATH. It's verbal. We started yesterday. Then I solved some exercise. But I want to tell you something concerning this exercise that I am solving on GMATH. I am taking is it the one that is few in words, the few in words, so that it will contain. So if you actually want to solve practically, if you want to actually step into GMATH and start solving problem, you will consult me. So I am actually solving just one question with just one example, whereas it's not comprehensive enough, but like we say, it's better than none. Have bread. So let's go straight and look at what I have today for you. It's GMATH class, critical thinking. I use CR to indicate critical thinking. The Daniel test method of solving critical reasoning question. Daniel test. What is Daniel test? Assumption must be true in order for the conclusion to follow logical from the evidence. Assumption must be true. So critical reasoning is always on assumption. There is always assumption, depending, all those kind of relying. So it's generally based on assumption. So you assumed what this paragraph, what this expression is trying to pass across. So that is what critical reasoning is all about. So Daniel's test method is saying that an assumption must be true in order for the conclusion to follow logically from the evidence. So evidence given, the conclusion must follow logically from evidence given, not like straightforward actually. So the Daniel test is actually dealing with some kind of critical questions, some deductive reasoning. You need to deduct the answer. So that is what this Daniel, you need to deduct the answer. So let's go ahead and look at this thing. Look at this question. The question says, I live in the city of Corpus Christi. So I also live in Texas. I live in the city of Corpus Christi, so I also live in Texas. I picked this question because it's short, and it fits into the blackboard to save time and energy and everything. But if you want a comprehensive solving, like I solved 10 questions and I got 9 in this critical reasoning. I solved 10 of the question there and I got 9. So I'm just solving this one for purpose of time sake, data consumption, all those things. That's why we are looking at this one. So let's go straight ahead. I live in the city of Corpus Christi, so I also live in Texas. Now the argument assume which of the following. So we are looking at assumption, and remember, we are talking about an assumption must be true in order for the conclusion to follow logically from the evidence. Now, where are the evidence? Let's go and begin to solve the question. A says Corpus Christi is the only city in Texas. The only city named Corpus Christi is located in Texas. If you have not been to Corpus Christi, you have not been to Texas. Okay, now let's go and begin to use elimination method as I taught you yesterday. Let's go and begin to use elimination method. Now the question says Corpus Christi is the only city in Texas. No, this it does not follow the evidence. The evidence said I live in the city of Corpus Christi. So I cannot be the only one in a city. A city is a large place. A city is a place with different geographical location, with different area. So that this city negates that Corpus Christi is the only city in this Texas. So that is not true. The only city named Corpus Christi is located in Texas. That one seems true because one city a city named Corpus Christi is definitely in Texas, and it could be the only one. this assumption look true. Let's go to the next one. If you have not been to Corpus Christi, you have not been to Texas. No, look at it. I live in the city of Corpus Christi, so I live in Texas. This one says if you have not been to Corpus Christi, there could be other cities in Texas. There could be other cities. So this one is absolutely wrong. If you have not been to Corpus Christi, you have not been to Texas. Okay, let's take for instance. Let's take Lagos for instance. Can somebody say if you have not been to, let's say, Obalende, if you have not been to Surulere, you have not been to Lagos? So what about Ikorodu, all the rest like that? What about Oshodi? What about others? So option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. So this is where we are going to head. It's short and simple. This will give you a guide on how you will go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to travel, please do consult my company. Do consult my company. Will help you in traveling. And if you actually want to, you actually want to go for education, we also teach something like this in education comprehensively. You will talk to our company. But let me give you a bonus today. Like I gave you yesterday, I will give you a bonus. Now, if you want to do multiplication table 9, I go back to that again. Let's say 9 times 4, because this one used to be difficult. It used to multiplication table 9 to me is the amount from table 1 to 12. Multiplication table 9 gave me problem more. So, but let me give you a very simple way of solving it. 9 times 4. What will I do? I will say 40. I take 40, then I minus 4. It will give me 36. So this is how to get it. I take 40, I just put 0 here, then I minus the same 4, it gives me 36. So 9 times 4 is 36. Let's take 9 times 8. I will take this 8 and put 0 here, so it will give me 8. So I minus 8, so it gives me 72. So 9 times 8 is 72. So this is a bonus for you today. So ladies and gentlemen, this is where we'll call it a day. Please do subscribe. Help me to share this video. Call your friends. Call anybody who is finding mathematics, anything difficult, English, all those stuff. Let them come and see something is happening here. And don't forget my company that I work for that is sponsoring this program. It's called EduTrust Consult Limited. EduTrust Consult Limited. Let everyone know that it's happening here in EduTrust. If you want to travel abroad for any purpose, consult us. Thank you and God bless.